You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
Shockwave, the Shane McMahon Variety Hour, the Shockwave system of a town.
All right, gentlemen.
You've heard of earthquake. You've heard of typhoon. Now it's time for Shockwave. Here comes the Shockwave. It's Shane McMahon covered in electricity and waving to you. Shockwave. Underground. It's me, Shane McMahon, also known as Shockwave. Here's something interesting. The S is a dollar sign.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. And with that said, you are watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. It is me. It is TND. Welcome to the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Why did I let them take the reins so long, ladies and gentlemen? Why is it a different feel? That is right, ladies and gentlemen, because this Saturday, as of when this episode comes out, I get to be a married man. I'm so excited. The three of us, for the first time in the history of this broadcast, will all be in the same room at one time.
Yes.
Tommy just
I have news.
about to say something.
I have news.
Oh, you have news.
I have news.
What's your news?
Remember when you guys started this show?
Yeah.
What it was about?
It was about the micro brawlers. Oh yeah, we do have big news.
I sold my collection.
Oh no.
I have two micro brawlers left.
Oh no. R.I.P. Tom.
Can you guess who they are?
Yes. Let me think.
Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi. No Kota.
Is it a rarity?
Chris Castro.
Oh yeah, Chris Castro and Frank Spahek.
Frank Spahek.
I kept the homies.
I did the same thing. I got all of my wall behind me of all the you come on the show, you're there forever.
I have currently, I've got to start packaging them up. I was offered a nice fair offer to both parties for all 216 brawlers, and I'm throwing in the chibis for free.
Wow, the solid. I mean, from the price we broke down, it's very fair. You know, if you price them each out, you know.
If I priced them each out, I lost.
Yep,
big time.
But
you
to
saved
sell
yourself
a
a lot of time.
To sell a lot, you got a good amount. For a lot price, you made good.
Well, and you know, like I wasn't far. I was further off than the buyer was.
Yep.
Of what I wanted, but I think because it's someone who I've dealt with in the past and have no qualms with, and don't think they're just like a flipper.
Wasn't key.
Who's like really annoying. So like I thought I can come down a little bit more if they can come. I can come down a good amount if they can come up a bit. So I think we made a great deal, and I look forward to individually wrapping every single one of these because I take shipping seriously.
I took this brawler out of the package just for you, Tom, and for whomever the buyer may be. I hope they're a loose collector. But speaking of loose, speaking of collecting, speaking of packaging, I'm getting married this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm beyond excited. We're putting on the finishing touches. We're finalizing tables right now. Nick, Tom, I can assure you, you guys are in fact sitting next to each other. And
Nice.
it's going to be a great time. Plenty of booze, plenty of food, plenty of fun times to be had. We have a guest in the waiting room.
Oh man.
What?
Yes.
We have a guest in the fucking waiting room.
Is it Buff Bagwell?
Is it DDJ again?
Is it Spaceman George?
Like,
It's
here
Shane
I am
McMahon,
just
isn't
trying
it?
to talk about my wedding.
Who is it? It's Shane. Shane.
Trying
Hello,
to
Shane.
find out here.
Hi. It's your best friend,
Got
Nick.
it.
Oh,
Oh, he's on his side though.
Hi, JP.
Why does it keep happening to me that I'm always on my side when I come in?
I don't know.
Your phone's on lock.
Uh-oh.
I'll fix it.
Is your phone on lock? Is that it?
It's not on lock.
There it is.
What a pleasant surprise.
Rude.
Am I the
know-
only one who didn't know this was happening?
I was talking about my wedding.
This clam digger and his wedding. You know, he's out there. Oh, my wedding this, my wedding that. You know, I remember years ago when somebody else had a wedding, and it was the big how to do. I mean, Dave, what's going on here? Is this event gonna suck? Kind of sounds like it's gonna suck. And why isn't DJA challenging you at your wedding like all good challengers should?
Because
afraid?
DDJ doesn't have the gusto to come to the wedding. Just saying.
Wow, that's I didn't know you were that afraid, Dave. I didn't
Not
really
that.
mark you as someone like that. I kind of didn't think you were a coward.
Call me a coward?
Dave's a coward.
You're
True
calling me a
fits.
coward. Me. The
Dave's a coward.
longest reigning, most times, king of the nerds. You call me a coward. Well,
Call
JP,
him-
you're a big man. You're a big man. I can say that confidently because I've stood next to you at Arthur Ashe Stadium. But I know for a fact that you wouldn't dare say that to my face.
Dave, that's something I got. The hell was that? Dave, there's something I gotta get this off my chest. But DGA putting up the challenge for the crown, that's cool. It's not happening at the wedding. Let's be honest. This is great for Dave, who's going to be gasping and wheezing with the wedding jitters, like Justin Roberts being choked out with his own tie. This isn't good for the broadcast.
It's not.
As the former king, myself, I believe that such an event should have some panache to it, something greater to it. Which brings me to this. For many years, Dave, I've sat and watched from the sidelines as your rule, and I've been an afterthought, a postscript to your success. That should have been me.
Dave's a
I
dick.
should have been king, because Dave is afraid of me and what that can mean. But Danielle's not afraid. Danielle wants the best wedding ever. So, at your wedding, Dave, take a breath. It'll be you. It'll be me. It'll be N.R.D.
Do I get to hug JP in real life?
Yes, I'm going to be there in real life. Eye to eye, nose to nose. And I will say it to your face. And I'll
said,
say,
baby. That's all I could learn in a half hour.
You breathe, Tom. Breathe.
Breathe, Tom. Breathe. Breathe, Tom. Take a deep breath as we just suggested.
I guess I should have said, Tom, take a breath. I didn't know that it was gonna knock him out like that.
So you mean in one weekend, in one day, I get to hug Dave again. I get to hug Danielle again. I get to hug Margaret again. I get to meet Nick and give him a hug for the first time. And I get to meet JP and embrace him and sob.
Tom, can you?
JP, I have a micro brawler for you. You're shaping me so much on shipping. And I'm actually crying.
Oh, I've known this for so long, and I was like, I want to surprise Tom at the wedding, and then you sold your collection. I'm like, this man needs a win right now. We're gonna fucking give him a win on the broadcast.
The notes in the back and forth has actually been pretty funny.
Guys,
Blame Nigel McGuinness. It's his fault.
this is so cool. Friendship rules.
Oh, look at us. Look at us, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
If that
so here,
doesn't
Tom.
win, if that moment doesn't win the Don Wilson Big Win of the Year award, I don't know what does. And
But
as
you don't
one
get part of
half
that award,
of the
Dave.
Don Wilson winner last year.
I'm gonna pull back the curtain just a bit. My life this year has gotten very different, has gone through some very big changes, and has been very difficult. The other three fellas, specifically these three, not saying the other Patreons and other friends of the show have not been so lovely. They've all been wonderful, and our Patreon group has been really real friends to me. But the three people in this Zoom call right now have been an immense support system and an immense level of friendship. So the fact that like this time I get to meet you guys all together, it's just, I don't know, I fucking need this. And this is awesome. And I'm glad we get to do it celebrating Danielle's marriage. You're a cunt, Dave.
Joke first on my water. Holy shit.
Here I am getting heartfelt. Dave's just fucking around again.
You know, it's the show's about Dave. This is the whole point.
Saw all those attempted murder, and I said, let me give that a try.
You fucking assholes. I'm not coming in.
Oh, that's right.
I will say that selling my brawlers allowed me to buy a plane ticket to actually get to your weddings. And I'm borrowing my mom's car, so I'll have a car.
Nice.
Oh.
That's good.
Hype,
I need a ride.
Need me somewhere.
You're coming up from New Jersey. You pass right through.
No, I don't go to Manhattan at all when I go there.
I don't live in Manhattan.
I don't fucking know, dude.
He lives in Brooklyn,
which is also an offshoot of Manhattan. They're all the same.
There's 5 different boroughs.
There's one borough. There's one borough. And it's Freehold Borough, where Bruce Springsteen's from.
I thought he was from Asbury Park.
No, he was born in Freehold.
Ah.
Asshole.
I didn't know he was born in the area.
I just knew he was born in the USA.
He's my best friend.
I did know that. Yeah, he was born in the USA. That's all I'd heard. Which means
cheeks.
I thought he was born in Florida, actually.
Florida, New York.
No, that's Clarence. I believe Clarence Clemens was born in Florida.
Florida. Yeah.
Florida.
Florida.
Look at Nick dropping in. Oh shit, I forgot he was here for a second.
Speaking of Nick and wrestling, do we think Shane McMahon's actually coming to AEW? Like, really?
I don't know. JP Meltzer here is fucking dropping hints and shit.
I'm just saying, I've heard rumors there's a show called Shockwave that's going to be debuting on Fox, and it's going to be Shane O'Mac's show. So expect
the Shane McMahon Variety Hour. It's like
we weren't here for
we'll have guests. It'll be like the Tonight Show, but with Shane will have guests and like musical attractions.
It's going to be replacing SmackDown, basically.
Powered by PKS.
I was on Twitter.
I heard FS1, not Fox, is what I've been hearing.
Something like that. I've just heard that Fox is the company that they've been talking to from sources.
There's too much TV. There's too much goddamn TV.
Yeah, they can get rid of some of this other stuff for the Shane McMahon show. I feel like
I think we need to get up to 40 hours a week of wrestling because
so we can all quit our jobs.
Yeah, I can just be like, I watch wrestling for a job.
This is going to be Shane McMahon introing every episode of Shockwave, like how Cher introed every episode of her show.
Yeah, exactly. He's where you're.
There's going to be Shane McMahon doing this every time.
He's going to rip off one jersey to reveal another jersey underneath of it. Like,
the jersey of whatever city they're in.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Merch. It's all about the merch.
I love merch. Well, they're a merch company.
Merch money.
I
have Shane O'Mac shirt on right now, actually. If anybody's surprised about that.
Are we excited for Raw going down to 2 hours?
Yes, that's like the classic.
And I'm getting more excited for this Netflix deal. Also, Julia debuted.
What's that?
Julia debuted at NXT.
She debuted on NXT last night. I don't know if it was just my ignorance here. I thought she was fluent in English.
No,
I thought she spoke English. Like she speaks some, but I thought she was fluent in English. But yeah,
is she a girl? She's like Japanese, half Japanese, and half like
Italian.
Italian. There you go. Yeah,
gorgeous.
I don't know. I know a lot. I know that she was like is really good, but I can't say that I've seen a lot of Julia Match.
I haven't either. Everything I've seen of her though, it's like okay, she made the right decision.
She's her inability to speak English is the only thing keeping her from being the top wrestler on whatever show she's on.
Ex-
Not women's wrestler,
Exactly.
wrestler.
Yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
said she had to like tone
There's-
down her like intensity though, or something in WWE.
She
She's like super
works
hard hitting, and they're
Japanese.
like, you got to reel that in.
She works
a little
strong
bit.
style, and the strong style stuff. You know, the girls are not allowed to hit hard in WWE
Yeah.
because they don't want to look like they're hitting harder than the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's still true under Triple H, but it was definitely something that has come out.
Yeah, I've seen some about
He
that.
was born in
They
the
made him
UK.
like they made. I think it was like on like the Undertaker documentary or somewhere. Michelle McCool was talking about they made her go back out and
Yep.
redo a match because they said that they were hitting too hard and it was
Yeah.
like making it.
Yeah,
It's got to be awful.
Yo, she was born in England.
England.
What?
Well, there you go. That is not
So
being
she's-
born in the USA.
She was born in England to an Italian father and a Japanese mother who was studying there. And then she was raised in Japan, yeah.
Interesting.
And she worked in an Italian restaurant in Japan.
Interesting. I'll have to
so
if I ever go to Tokyo one day, I'll have to find that Italian
Go
restaurant.
look for the Italian.
It was TGI Fridays.
when the Bloodline attacked during NXT, was there a missing member?
Solo
I don't
Sikoa wasn't there.
What?
Solo Sikoa,
What? Who's that?
the tribal
Oh,
chief, the current tribal chief.
the guy who may not be under contract right now has shot vignettes with another TV company to get more money.
Ooh.
Oh,
and-
that's who we're talking about. Oh,
Might be he has a match on Friday.
oh
If this was Vince McMahon does not like being held up.
no.
But does Triple H like being held up? I mean, he's
I
not doing it
thought
at the
they were-
show, but it's definitely before. Like, I'm kind of curious to see how this goes because it's one of those. His contract was up, but they knew that. It wasn't like he was being shy about it. But I'm curious to see what happens. I'm wondering if he even has a match if they don't have everything situated, and if Cody just gets a beat down from the Bloodline. Though I have to say this: you put the Bloodline out there too much without Solo, everyone's going to realize that
Fatu is the king.
Joseph Fatu is way better because Joseph Fatu he's way better.
Tom, you
They've
made
got
a
another,
reference to saying Jacob Fatu is the king. I'd also like to call out John Moxley for a brief moment, who said that he is the true king. And I'd like to tell John Moxley, you're wrong, sir. You're wrong. Your Cincinnati Bengals, trash. They lost on Sunday. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won on Sunday. You're garbage.
I went to a concert
I'm
on
the king.
Sunday. Let's not talk about football.
Just
That's
The Bills
wild.
won.
I mean, that's cool. Wrestling's fucking weird right now, and I love it.
We're in a weird transition time, and I agree. It's one of those things where it reminds me of when in WWE you saw a lot of the younger guys starting to kind of pick up things, where you saw a young Taker, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Kevin Nash, all kind of moving up from their mid card, getting these really big feuds, and the style of wrestling changed where it started getting faster. Than the
We're in a shift. It was like
typical, yeah, and you saw that. And the thing is, there was trickle over into WCW, which was running a different thing altogether. And we got the transition there when they brought in, because like WCW brought in all the old WWE guys, and it's trash, except it's not. It's the NWO, and there's nothing better in wrestling than when the NWO and Steve Austin were doing their thing, because you got great storylines from everybody. You got great matches from everybody. And yeah, did it turn into crap? Yeah, both companies did. Eventually we got a situation where John Cena's doing 5 moves of doom and is champ for 9 years, and he's going to win, and it's boring as hell.
Yep.
don't you dare disrespect
You
me.
don't want to see me. But we're in a spot where there is definitely a transition period. You see these younger guys kind of coming up, like Swerve and Hangman, like that. I know that program's gotten it's a little much for some people, but it's like those two guys are taking the spots that they're supposed to be taking. You know, that you look back, they're even
Doing
just
it so
like
well.
look back 5 years ago. Yeah, like you look at it, and it's like everyone knew the Hangman was supposed to be. He was the chosen one. He was going to be a top guy, and he kind of got it pushed on him at first. It didn't really quite feel right. But now, if he went after the title, you wouldn't even think twice about it. You're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, same thing with Swerve. Swerve 5 years ago, I think he was still working the Indies, and he was amazing then. He went to NXT. He was a top guy there. I just think they just didn't quite know what to do with him in WWE at the time. Yeah. And see him kind of stepping up to the spot too, where he's like showing that you don't have to just rely on these established dudes. They can build their own guys.
Well, and
the WWE's the same way. Like look at Braun Breaker. Tell me Braun Breaker is not going to be a big deal for a long time.
Love Braun.
I don't like him, but yeah, he will be.
Freaking Dominic.
Yeah, even
Dominic
he's
Mysterio
improved drastically in a year.
I thought when Dominic first came out and he was like wrestling with his dad and stuff, I was like, "Oh, this guy, this is terrible. This is
gonna be terrible."
It's like he just started growing that mullet and changed stuff.
Is Dominic going to be a world champion? Probably not, but you could see him in a Money in the Bank
Dominic could
match.
be a world champion.
He could be. Here's why he can be. Because I'm looking, we talked a little bit before recording. I'm looking at the PWI top 500.
Did he make the 500?
Not only that, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, number 69.
See, I love it. That has to be on purpose.
But like, I want to quick just piggyback off of JP of like these younger guys doing it. If I look at the top 15 right now, and I'll just blast through it, 15 down. 15 Moose, 14 Danielson, 13 Drew McIntyre, 12 Sami Zayn, 11 Samoa Joe, 10 Mystico, 9 Gunther, 8 John Moxley, 7 MJF, 6 Damian Priest, 5 Tetsuya Naito, 4 Seth Rollins, 3 Will Ospreay, 2 Swerve Strickland, 1 Cody Rhodes. That top 15 has a good mix of people who've been around. I'll say Cody, I'll say Seth, Moxley, Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn I'll put in there too. And then you've got the Swerves. Ospreay's been around, but Ospreay's not been at this level. Naito's always been around, but I don't think Naito deserves 5, and I love him. Damian Priest went from the Indies as like a fucking annoying dude, and now he's been in one of the best programs WWE's had. Yep. Gunther. Look at Gunther.
I feel like Gunther should be higher on the.
I feel like he should, but I think it's from June to June.
But I feel like he should be higher.
I don't think MJF's in the top 10 if you go from their criteria period of June to June, because he was out from January to May. Yeah. Like, I understand from June of last year to December, he was the world champion,
and killing it.
He was.
So what's the criteria? How many matches do you have to wrestle in order to be qualified?
You don't always have to. So the thing is, it's promoters can submit, and then like they'll have people that they just assume are going to be in there. But like any promoter can submit a wrestler to be on this list.
So what you're saying is next year, Harold the Puppet has a chance.
Absolutely, Tom.
Like, and we are starting this campaign now, ladies.
Right now.
It is September 11th, 2024. We never forget, and we want you to please consider next year nominating Harold the Puppet for PWI 500.
Number one in our hearts.
Get him on the 500.
Number 2. If Shane McMahon comes back,
an official nomination, he might return to the show.
Ooh.
My God. Might even crack the crown.
Harold and Gerald have been MIA, and it's been kind of nice.
I just need clarification. Is Mystico, is that the original Sin
Yes.
in WWE?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious.
He's definitely one of them.
Here's a fun game. Here's a fun game. In the top 50 are both Logan Paul and Hangman Adam Page. Who is ranked higher?
Logan Paul.
He
I would
is.
agree.
Gotta be.
He is
I
indeed.
looked
Logan
at-
Paul rings in at number 37. Hangman is 42.
Ooh, I don't know if Logan Paul. See, I think Dominic had a way better year than Logan Paul. I would feel like.
Yes.
Joe
Dominic
Hendry is
was
51.
arguably
Dominic had a better year than Logan Paul, but I'm going to say this. I had a discussion with a friend of mine, Drew, last night, and I didn't realize he liked wrestling, and he asked me about my thoughts on Logan Paul, and we've said it on the show a million times. What do you think about Logan Paul? Logan Paul is a piece of shit human being. Logan Paul was born to be a professional wrestler in the WWE. He puts on great matches. He works the crowd the best. He can never be a good guy. He can never be a good guy. He works the crowd well, and he knows how to capitalize. I hate him. If he disappeared forever, I would not feel anything. I like watching his matches.
Number 500 on the list. I don't know if this is, maybe it's a misspelling.
Blue Canes.
Memes.
Oh,
Memes is 500.
I heard Blue Cane made the top 500.
Is there a wrestler named Memes?
Memes.
Memes, number 500.
yes, there is.
Memes.
Real wrestler.
Slim J is number 487.
Good old Slim J.
Tony
Been around forever.
Neese, 479.
That one's kind of insulting.
Yeah.
Flash
Like,
Morgan
dude's a
Webster,
wrestler.
467.
I didn't know he was wrestling still. That one.
Who's that?
Flash Morgan Webster. He was big in NXT UK. He like
Yeah,
walks around with a motorcycle helmet. Fuego
Yeah,
del
never heard of-
Sol is
I've
number
never heard of
435. I'm just going through this list trying to see if there's anybody. Ivar is 424. Let's see. Trying to find where if Matt Cardona's on this list.
Of course he is.
It's got to be on here somewhere. Dustin
He's
Rhodes,
got-
393. I would love to know, because I always love statistics and records kind of thing. I want to know who has the most consistent or most longest amount of time on the PWI 500. I want to know, like, who's held the number one spot. I think John Cena and Roman are tied now for number one spot all time, maybe. Something
If you
like
added
that.
everybody's numbers together that they ever got.
Like
who would
what?
have the
Yeah,
highest
like
number.
how many? Like Matt Cardona's probably been on there 10 times.
Yeah,
What's
the
his
lowest, I
average
guess the lowest number.
thing
would
is,
be
though, with some of that though, it's a partial list. Like you can't go back and be like, oh, who is the number one? You know, how many years in a row was Bruno Sammartino number one?
Yeah.
40.
And if the answer isn't 10 years minimum, then you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know what you think of the validity of the PWI 500. Obviously, it's subjective.
I
It's
have
a
a
mix of
fun,
kayfabe,
a
it's a
fun
mix of
exercise
real.
we could do before we walk out. I think each of us should pick somebody that we think is going to be in the top 10 next year. That's not in
Harold.
the top 10.
Harold the Puppet. If it's
Harold
a
the
fan
Puppet,
vote,
right,
Harold the
so-
Puppet.
And I hadn't even thought about this. So
That's hard.
Who's gonna be in the
Yeah.
top 10? Cody Rhodes.
probably, but he's already in the top 10.
Fuck Gunther. Gunther will be in the top. Gunther will be in the top 5. Mark it right now. Gunther's in the top 5
Yeah.
next year. You're welcome.
I wouldn't be.
Hell, I'll even say Gunther's top 3 next year.
Yeah, I think he should have been higher this year.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
couple more ships, maybe I'll say he's number 1 next year. He's got to be.
Do we think? We don't know because it's just happened. But do we think Ricochet could get up there?
Possibly.
in the top 10?
I'm going to say a returning wrestler who's currently residing in North Carolina
Ric
Yeah.
Flair?
and has a golden lover in Japan.
Oh,
I think he's going to be back, and he's going to be top 10.
Yeah.
I think so. Then here's the follow-up question because I agree with you. Do we think Kenny comes back this calendar year, so before December 31st, or do we think early 2025?
I
Is
think
he
he's gonna be
cleared with
back as soon as-
diverticulitis? Like, that's my big thing.
That's what I think. 'Cause, well, he had the surgery,
Okay.
and that was supposed to take off, like 9 months of the recovery time. Plus, people don't have to do it the way that Brock Lesnar did, which is deal with it and have a UFC fight while having it. because Brock Lesnar is just an insane person who's like, oh, pain, that's just, a thing. I don't worry about that. Just keep feeding me raw beef and I'll be fine. And I think Kenny's going to be back sooner than later. I think we might see him as soon as
The wedding.
Arthur Ashe.
Does anyone object? Kenny Omega starts coming down the aisle. Oh shit!
I didn't want to ruin it, Dave. He's just gonna run in and he's gonna hit you with a V trigger. And
I was gonna say, I'd be impressed if he could get my fat ass up for the fucking one-winged angel. Can't
no,
help
you're
it, Kenny.
V.
It's all you.
Then you're getting the what is that? The oh my god, I can't remember the name of the second Golden Lovers finisher. Oh crap! Well, you're getting that.
Oh
Just
no, not the
kneed
second
in
finisher.
Yeah, Kota Ibushi and Kenny are just going to knee in the head. They're going to grab your arms, knee in the head.
Happens.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll be a good fight.
For the love of my life, I'll do it.
What about John Cena?
John Cena. You guys hear when I fart when we're recording?
No.
Okay, I've been farting like crazy.
I haven't heard it, so maybe I'll put like a counter in the corner, like just silent but deadly.
Are we supposed to?
What's that?
Are we supposed to notice?
I don't know. I don't hide it. So
are we supposed to be like,
putting my
oh man, what is that?
That one smells. Here's something I've decided in my old age. I just not gonna try to hide my farts anymore in public or anything. I just let them go.
I will supply and no longer deny.
No more deny. No more deny.
Let me tell you, it's a freer world when you finally get there.
I'll tell you, man, and I'm pooping less because I'm not holding my toots in. I think I got IBS, so I poop a lot anyway. I poop 7 to 10 times a day.
I was at work today doing a survey.
Like my sons.
I was at work.
I have irritable bowel syndrome, and my doctor says stop eating pasta and pizza. And I said, "Do you want my family to disown me?"
Oh, I thought you just said and okay, and then hit him with a stunner. Walked out.
Trigger.
I called the medical board on him and said that he was doing malpractice.
That's good. That's racist. That was racist. I find it to be ethically wrong. I'm getting hot about this.
Just say you sought you're going to seek a second opinion.
I said I just need more of my no more sad pills. I need my antidepressants, and we're good. I'm not worried about the IBS. I'll poop all day. That's fine.
Oh man, telling an Italian they can't have pizza and pasta. That's
wrong.
I'm gonna call my mom, dude. I'm gonna call my mom, and she's gonna do something.
I'll give her his address, Dr. O'Neill.
Dr. O'Neill, of course, Dr. O'Neill.
Dr. O'Neill, you're gone. You're done for. Okay.
He's so nice. He's so nice. I just thought that was bad.
You're gonna get quite a hefty Yelp review from this guy right here.
No.
So leave us your Yelp reviews about Dr. O'Neill in the comments section below, everyone. Leave a comment like you're leaving a Yelp review. It's like a letter that you write to somebody when you're really mad and then you don't mail it. That's what it is. So talk some trash about Dr. O'Neill in the comments. Wish me luck on my wedding day in the comments below. Send Tom some love in the comments below. Send JP some comments below. His bills are 1-0, you know. So
it's true.
Send me and Danielle gifts. You know,
send me Venmo.
You could. So let's hide the address here, JP. I don't need people randomly showing up in my house.
So come to Dave's house. You heard anything from this episode? It's that you need to go to Dave's house.
I can't even read the card. All right, folks.
The best part is your address isn't even on this, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh. Okay, then.
Wow. So, just like, let me just follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/wrestlingnerdbroadcast. Go to prowrestlingtees.com/wrestlingnerdbroadcast. Buy some shirts. You could buy an I Hate Dave shirt for his wedding. It'd be sick. Like and subscribe here. Don't forget, because it's helpful. We really want to monetize so that once I get a check from YouTube, you don't have to see my face ever again, because then I can retire, even if it's for a quarter. That's fine. And just like I'm gonna say at Dave Canning's wedding, forever and ever, and now kiss. Okay, that's all, everybody. Kevin Durant, Mom, America. One time.
One time I shit my pants in Walmart as I was running to the bathroom and I didn't make it. And then I made it into the bathroom and I got completely nude in the stall. And my best friend, Dan, he comes in, he goes, Tom, are you okay? And I go, no, I'm leaking.